Cold Sober Comedy is inspirational speaking that is meant to entertain at the same time. It's supposed to be funny.
We start drinking some wine and then we get it on. There's clothes go flying, there's flesh everywhere, sister on sister, licking, sucking, fucking, everybody. Just all over the place.
Hi, my name's John Lehr. I was the Geico Caveman from the commercial series. I was also on Friends and Jesse on NBC. I even hosted I'm a Celebrity, Get Me Out of Here on ABC. And most recently, Quick Draw on Hulu. I've also been sober since April 3rd, 1996.
How you all doing? A lot of drunks here. I feel comfortable. I'm 21 years sober. Woo! Thank you. Thank you. I did it all myself. I did it myself.
I've always used my drug use and alcoholism and recovery in my stand-up comedy act, but I wanted to create something that had a little bit more meat on the bone and had the power to inspire and entertain at the same time. So I created Cold Sober Comedy.
And I had a definition of happiness that an addict's definition of happiness, which is absence of pain, total bliss for the rest of my life. Anything below that, I'm unhappy. I basically have to be having an orgasm from that moment on until I die. Anybody who's done opiates, you know what I want that until I die.
21 years ago, I was arrested while on LSD, amongst other things.
So I'm out of my mind as this cop comes up, and he looks at my pupils, and my pupils are like, they're so big they go over my head, you know, and form a black hole sucking in all time and energy. So he gives me the meth test. You know how when you're drunk, you have to do this stuff? So for meth, this is what they make you do. And maybe some people out there have had to take this test. The test is you close your eyes, you lean your head back, and when you think 30 seconds are up, you tell the officer. This is what somebody on meth does. Okay, now.
I still don't know why I got sober that exact moment.
And I'm like, just make me stop. All I want is to stop. I will never ask for anything else again. Anybody say anything like this before? I just want to stop. I'll never ask for another thing ever. Flash forward. A nanosecond after I stopped, I said, okay, that's great. Now I want to be happy.
But even after I stopped drinking, I was still miserable.
I go to my friend and I say, I'm miserable. I thought it was supposed to get better when you stop drinking. And he goes, who told you that? And I'm like, what, it gets worse? He's like, yeah. And I said, well, what's the point? Why are we doing it then? He's like, the alcohol is just the medicine. It's just treating the real problem. And I'm like, what's the real problem? He goes, you're an asshole. You're a selfish, self-obsessed asshole. And I'm like, yeah, but I feel sorry for myself. And he goes, that's self-obsession.
Look, I certainly don't think I have all the answers.
I became open to the idea of being open to the idea of some spiritual thing out there. And once I did that, it cracked. Once I did that, I met this smoking hot Jewish girl who is now my wife.
Cold Sober Comedy is perfect for speaking events, corporate retreats, sober living, and charities.
And it's so good to be with you guys tonight. I love being with the alcoholics. Now listen up. If you haven't done something crazy, you feel like, okay, I'm getting sober too young, I haven't done all that kind of shit, it's not too late. Because you can do sober stuff that's just as crazy. And I'm going to give you an example. Everybody look at somebody in this room that you don't know. Has to be a stranger. It's hard to do. Okay, that's the person you're having sex with later. Yeah. Let's get it on tonight, everybody.
I'm John Lehr, and this is Cold Sober Comedy.